everybody. Yeah. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Teno Merkaba, and today I am speaking about Venus in Capricorn. Before I continue, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I feel like I get like at least 2 new subscribers every week, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm so grateful for all the comments and like the love and all the feedback and shit like that, you know. And please make sure to check out my other YouTube channel, Avocado Man, where I do other things that aren't astrology. And if you would like a birth chart reading from me, I am officially giving out birth chart readings, so hit me up on Instagram and I will send you a menu of all the different chart readings or the readings that I give out, you know. Yeah. So guys, Venus in Capricorn. What is Capricorn? Capricorn is ruled by the 10th house, the midheaven, our reputation, you know, who we are progressing in our lives to be, you know, like the career you want to be in rather than the job, because job is more so 6th house and things that you do on a daily basis. But 10th house is because you've done things on a daily basis. What are you... like, what's the flower? Like, if 6th house is watering your plant every day, then the 10th house is the actual flower that we see from the work that you've done. You know what I'm saying? So 6th house and 10th house play a very important role in each other, really. But for the most part, 10th house, like I said, is your reputation, what you're known for, who you're known to be. You know, like your 1st house, your ascendant, is kind of the approach that you take in life, you know what I'm saying, how people perceive you. But your 10th, that's your 1st house, but your 10th house is more so like, your 10th house is, see, I feel like the 1st house is something that maybe you can't really control, you know, like you can't really control how you look, like how your face is, because that's your 1st house, right? It's how your face is. You can't control your eyes unless you get plastic surgery, but like that's besides the point, you know. You can't control your aura or the auric field that you give out, the vibe that you give out, because that's your 1st house. But your 10th house, in this case, your 10th house is more so something that you can control, because obviously you can control what you want to do. And like if you want to be a musician, then you can control that, so you can go take learning, like lessons. If you want to be an IT guy, you go take lessons. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you guys know that, like, you can tell the difference in that sense, you know. So 10th house is really like what you've worked towards and what you can show, right? It's your outer, like not your outer appearance, but like your stability in a sense of like what you've worked for and what you can show the world. Like, yo, this is what I did. I'm known for this. Give me my respect because I've worked my ass off and I want to be known for being this person, you know. Those are the vibes. But anyway, yeah, that's Venus in. And then if we have this in Venus, Venus is how you love and appreciate, you know. It's love, your love language, basically. But before I even continue with that, I forgot to mention Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, you know. So it's not only ruled by the 10th house, it's Saturn also, and it's cardinal, you know what I'm saying? So cardinal meaning initiating, and it's Earth, so it's initiating new ways of being practical, right, in the 10th house. So initiating new ways of being practical in their career. So, you know, Capricorns know the necessary blueprint you need to have. And there's Saturn here, which brings boundaries, restrictions, you know, structure, and somewhat hardship. So if we add them all together, it's initiating new ways of how to be practical to form a stable life in your career and be known for whatever that you want in your career, you know, and be respected for that. But here comes Saturn. But before you get to that specific place or that specific midheaven, your highest point, you have to have boundaries and restrictions on things that you will entertain and things that you won't entertain. So that's why Capricorns know what to waste their energy on. And that's usually initiating new ways of how to be practical. And how do you get practical? By like working, because that's something that you're doing with your body. You know what I'm saying? And it's also 10th house. So basically a Capricorn is like constantly trying to practicalize their way of living so that they're known for being whatever that they want to be known for, or they're known for being, you know, whatever they present to the world. And with Saturn being there, they know how to take the necessary boundaries in their lives. Like, okay, I'm only gonna spend money on this. So obviously they are stingy Capricorns, you know, but that's because of the Saturn thing. So it's like they put boundaries on specific things in their lives so that they can achieve whatever it is that they want, and they can have discipline, because Saturn also rules discipline, and the 10th house, you know, these houses, all these placements rule discipline. So Capricorns essentially, sometimes they may not really have discipline, but they may look like they do, because I know like a few Capricorns that are like a mess, but for the most part they always know how to practicalize and like somehow get money or like some kind of structure in their lives to like sustain themselves, you know what I'm saying, those vibes. But for the most part, yeah, that's the vibe of Capricorn. Now if we put all of that Capricorn archetype in Venus, we have somebody who loves and appreciates those things. So they love and appreciate their status, they love and appreciate working towards something, having a goal, they love and appreciate their goals, and they love and appreciate, like, they won't want to be around, it makes them feel uncomfortable being around other people that don't have necessary goals. But not to say that a Capricorn, especially if they fuck with you or you're their sister, like, they will love and appreciate giving you a blueprint on how you can get from point A to point B in your life, you know, especially if maybe, like, let's say they've lived with you and they know that you're maybe a good guitarist, so they'd give you like a blueprint of, okay, if you practice every day and then you go to these specific places, then you'll probably eventually, you know, reap these benefits, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if it's just themselves, they know how to initiate a blueprint or a plan for themselves for them to get from point A to point B, you know what I'm saying? Especially in relationships. So in relationships, how they show love is they want to somehow control, like, this is also the placement of control issues, but they somehow want to like control the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Not like in a Libra way, because I mean Libra is home in Venus, so they know how to say things so that both of you are on the same page mentally. But a Capricorn, how they use their cardinalities, they want to be the ones that plan dates, and if you don't show up for whatever reason, they'll probably get pissed off or like just get really irritated and like take it personally, you know what I'm saying? I found that. But and like they want to be the ones that like if you come to a Capricorn Venus and you're like, yo, I want to go on a date with you, they'll take your idea, be like, yeah, let's do this, and then they start like thinking of like, oh yeah, let's actually go to this place, and you may have been the one that like wanted to plan out the whole situation, but it'll probably make them feel really uncomfortable that they are giving you the lead, because they like being the leaders, like they love and appreciate taking the lead in basically anything, you know. So this is like basically the boss, but in Venus, you know. So this is somebody that loves and appreciates, obviously the sensuality part is there because they have the trine aspect with Taurus, excuse me. So they are very sensual people, very like, you know, about the skin, like touch and holding hands and all of that. But that goes for, wow, my elbows are so ashy. That goes for all the earth signs. Earth signs generally are like very sensual people, you know. So Capricorn, Venus and Capricorn people, in that aspect are very sensual, you know, and they love and appreciate that. But in terms of romances, you know, and we'll get to like their work career and stuff, but in terms of being a romantic relationship, they want to be the one that take the lead. So if, for example, they like somebody, they won't, like a fire sign, just go up to them and like spark a conversation or be the center of attention, and or like, I don't know, just make jokes, be goofy, aka Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know. And they won't just go up to a person and just maybe talk about, like, go to them and talk about anything, like a Gemini, or initiate a conversation with them, like a Libra, or, you know, just like ghost you so that they get your attention, like an Aquarius, you know. With a Capricorn Venus, if they like you, they have to first analyze how they're gonna approach you. You know what I'm saying? Because they a Capricorn, and this goes for all Capricorn placements, but for the most part, like in terms of initiating love, because this is a cardinal sign, if they want to initiate love, they first have to have somewhat of a practical common ground with you, and kind of have something to talk to you about. So a Capricorn won't just, if they like you or they fancy you or they find you attractive, they won't just come up to you and approach you. There has to be a blueprint, once again, a plan on what they're gonna do with you or what they're gonna talk to you about. Or obviously this depends on the situation, because if you guys are all in the same friend group, then maybe they'll ask you for a cigarette, and then you guys start talking about when you started smoking. But even then, you see, they started talking to you about something that was practical, that you both do, that you both kind of share middle ground with. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But if it's not in that context, if it's like they see you on Instagram, they might, let's say you are the person that they like, right? Then they see you on Instagram, and let's say you posted an event that you want to go to. So they'd be like, okay, I have to go to this event. And then when I see you, they'll like have this whole plan on how they're going to orchestrate this whole thing. I actually have a good example of this. If you watched Girlfriends, with Tracy Ellis Ross, and, as who played Joan, and then there was, what's her other name? Tony, whatever. And then just like think of towards, I think the fourth season where, what's his name? What's this guy's name? It was Tony. What's his name? Damn it, the guy's name. So there was Tony, there was Joan, and then there was, the other hippie girl, and then there was another girl who was the mother to Jabari, and then there was that guy that they always had. I think his name is Reggie. His real name is Reggie something. But remember, he dated this other girl. Right, he dated this other girl, and then I forgot their names, guys, but I know, if you know Girlfriends, you know exactly what I'm saying. So it was Reggie who dated this other girl, right? But then this girl said that she had planned the entire, I think they met at the club. Right? And then this girl planned, she planned the entire, she planned the entire situation. Like, she knew that, okay, if I dress like this, then he's gonna get my attention, and he's gonna ask me out, and then I'm gonna say yes, and then we're gonna start dating, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, she orchestrated the entire conversation, the entire relationship. And Capricorns do that. If a Capricorn likes you, they're gonna plan out every single thing, and they're gonna if that particular plan doesn't work, let's say you are Aquarius something, you know what I'm saying, and you have sudden changes. This is when you're gonna see that Mars exaltation now, where you're gonna get a frustrated Capricorn Venus, and then they're gonna start planning a way for you to get out of their life, period. But for the most part, Capricorns are always going to plan. So even, like I said, even if they like you in a romantic relationship, they're gonna plan the necessary steps to get you to date them. Or and then when you do date them, they're gonna plan the entire relationship. They're gonna want to plan how you should contribute to their life. They're gonna want to plan what you should do, what you shouldn't do. But you see, and I feel a positive aspect to this is because they are earthy people. They know how to somewhat make your life better. So this is why I think they should probably go for Pisces, because Pisces would need a cup that they can swim around in. And I feel a Capricorn Venus person would gladly do that, and gladly plan out and orchestrate how you should live your life that would accommodate them. You know what I'm saying? Because 10th house, that's the house of I use. So if they do love and appreciate you, there's still going to be an element of you contributing, or them using you, for their own growth, for their own benefit, whether it's good or bad. That's obviously up to the Venus and Capricorn person. But for the most part, also, I feel with Capricorn placements, there's always some kind of sadness. So they also may, it's just a gloominess with all earth signs, but I feel Capricorn the most. And I feel that's something that we can obviously notice. But especially in love, because just like Virgo, Capricorns it's they won't really, they'll like someone based on if they think they have their shit together, or if they see potential in you having your shit together. But they won't like you because you have passion, you're passionate about who you are. They don't like you because, you're very smart, unless you're using your wits to get you somewhere. But if you're just someone that likes to talk a lot, and the talking has nowhere to go, it's just air, you know what I'm saying? They won't really fuck with you. And they won't like you if you're someone that's like somewhat overly emotional, but you're not using your emotions to really like bring you concrete stability. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Capricorn will probably pay much attention to you if you have some kind of potential, and they can see, oh, okay, you have this about you, and you have these talents, and I know maybe right now you're kind of confused, or maybe you don't know, like you have no direction, but I got you. Like I have a plan for you. And if you are someone that doesn't follow the plan, then they are gonna orchestrate a plan to get you out. But they won't ghost you. Not like they won't ghost you like an Aquarius would, even though they probably could do that if they have Aquarius placements. Let's say in their Mars or their Moon or their rising, they probably will ghost you. Once again, it depends on your Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Mars and other things. Like if you have planets in your 11th house, maybe, or your 3rd house, 9th house, 12th house. Yeah, but for the most part, a Capricorn would probably, like, because they're practical, they're gonna take the necessary steps to get you out of their lives or get themselves out of the situation. You know, if they don't, I mean, but they could ghost. I feel like Capricorns can ghost though, but it's always gonna be a plan, you know, and they know how to, like, because Earth signs also have this thing where they can be super cold or they can be overly emotional, and I think Capricorn probably has this gift the most, if not Taurus, but they can like completely switch their emotions off, like completely, and like not care about you at all, you know. But this obviously has to do with them taking the necessary steps to get to that point. Do you know what I'm saying? So Capricorn Venuses especially, yeah, that's that. But for the most part, Capricorn Venuses they love and appreciate their own goals and their own aspirations in life. You know, these are people that also appreciate other human beings that have like really good work ethic. Because I don't think this is not like Capricorn in Mars where it's like an exaltation. In Venus, it's more so like you love and appreciate your work. You know what I'm saying? So it could somewhat, it won't play as an exaltation, but it'll play as, it still will be like a workaholic placement. You know, someone that enjoys working towards something or working towards getting like a specific amount of income in their lives. But like for the most part, Capricorn Venuses, they just like Capricorn Mars, they love and appreciate their work. Only in Mars, it's the passion. So they have a passion for working. You know, so these are like the extreme workaholics. But in Venus, you love and appreciate your work. You know, and your love language, like I said, is like working. So you may like working, or you might start dating somebody at your work, or let's say you're a bartender and like you meet someone that you serve, and then you start talking to them at your work, you know, or you start dating somebody because you guys work in the same place, or just something like that, you know, like, but their love language will always pertain to somewhat of like some stability, or how do I say this? It's always going to be on some like, you are now contributing to my own midheaven, my own stability, or like the stability that I show people that I have. Like you're contributing to my reputation, and if you are contributing to my reputation, then you know, like you're part of, like that's how I'm showing you my love. So it won't. It's kind of similar to like Leo placements, where if they like you, that they'll post you on their statuses. You know, like they take videos with you and post them with you. Like they'll do shit like that. Somewhat similar. The only difference is that like a Capricorn may not be so flashy unless they do have Leo in their placements, but they won't be so flashy about showing you off. Or maybe let me say their reasons will be different, because a Leo is about like putting you on the stage with them and giving you attention, but a Capricorn is really about like, you are on my same level. I don't know, it's weird, but that's really what it is. I'm allowing you to be on the same level as me because you are my people. You're my people, you're my person, and let's get this money together. Or help me get this money so I can support the both of us. that type of thing. But it doesn't really have to do with like the center stage type of thing, unless they have it in the 5th house, which I will get to in my next video. But for the most part, it's not like they're trying to like show you off to people. It's more so about like, yo, I'm with this person who's contributing stability in my life, and here I am presenting them as part of my reputation. You see what I'm saying? It's low-key the same as what Leo does, only like for different reasons, you know? And you'll feel it, because obviously Leos will be like a lot more passionate and like maybe loud about it. But a Capricorn Venus won't be so loud about it. It'll really just it'll be like a lot more chill, you know? Like a lot more chill in terms of how they share the how do I say this? They'll be a lot more calm about how they share the center stage with you. Not really the center stage, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they'll be a lot more calm about like presenting you to the collective people, aka social media or friends or family or whatever, you know, those vibes. And Capricorn Venuses, I feel like these people, they may not mind being single a lot more, because like there are some signs that like being in love, like Venus in Taurus, like being in love, Venus in Gemini a little bit, Venus in Cancer, Venus in Leo, Venus in Libra, Venus in Pisces. Those signs like to be in relationships and like love, giving love. But I feel like for Venus and Capricorn, these people don't mind like waiting, because I feel like with this, it's to them how they view relationships is, in order to be in a relationship, there has to be like, I have to be able to provide for myself and also be able to provide for the relationship itself. And a way to provide for a relationship is to have money, you know. So I feel like a Venus and Capricorn person won't want to be in a relationship until they have money. Or they'll probably be, if they're like super young, they'll probably be the type of people to date like super older people who have money, or people who have some kind of like representation of stability, you know. Like if you have rich parents, they're probably, this is definitely the placement of a gold digger. No cap. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, you know. This is definitely the placement of a gold digger, I won't lie. But not to say that all Capricorn Venuses are gold diggers. It could get there. Just as long as you have representations of stability, of being able to provide. Because this is something that they love and appreciate. They love and appreciate providing. You know, they love and appreciate knowing that they can, like, they're safe. You know, this is something they share with Cancer. Only with Cancer, it has to do with like protecting the home and the emotions. And one way of doing that is to have money to buy food and warmth and water and a house. But with Capricorn, it's similar. The only difference is like a Capricorn also, like, they want to know that their reputation is protected, you know, so that they can also go to whoever and know that they can rely on, knowing that, okay, there's money, so I can buy clothes, so I can look a certain way, and I can gain respect, you know, because that's the thing with Capricorn, respect, dude. Put some fucking respect on my name, you heard? You know, that's the vibe with Capricorn Venuses, and just Capricorn energy generally, you know. So it's really just about, like, if you can provide for me and, like, make me feel like I am that bitch or that guy that I feel like I am inside, then I will rock with you, because you are that external representation of what I need inside of me and what I love and appreciate inside of me also, you know. That's the vibe, whether it's like male or female or alien, whatever you identify as. But for the most part, Venus and Capricorn people is, if they're like, if they're not seeking this from people, then this is what they aspire to be. They aspire to be like super rich, or even if it's not super rich, like they just aspire to have some kind of comfort in terms of their reputation, you know. Like they're always looking to level up. So it won't be like Taurus, Venus or Taurus energy where they might stay, like they might decide, okay, I just want to be a painter, and then they see that through. You know what I'm saying? So Capricorn Venus may be like, okay, I want to be a painter, and then I'm going to like level up and then do, what's this? architecture, like 3D things, sculptures, and they level up and they were like, okay, I'm gonna do 4D sculptures. I don't know how they would do that, but you know, it's always like a level up. You know what I'm saying? Even though they do have the same consistency as Taurus, but because it's cardinal Earth, they always initiate a new way of how to level up. Whereas fixed Earth is more so like, let's just fixate on this and then see this grow and expand without changing or trying to like level up or trying to whatever. Not to say that Taurus is like don't want to level up, but they're probably more prone to wanting to stay to one thing and seeing that all the way through, unless it's like they're a teacher and they're only a teacher for like 5 years because their true passion is to go do acting, you know, but they're using the teaching to get money so they can get themselves acting there. Obviously, it all depends, guys, like I say, but for the most part, like Venus and Capricorns, they don't mind leveling up and they don't mind somewhat initiating, aka switching up a new way of getting themselves to a higher level. Because if it means more money, then, you know, fuck, why not? You know, let's do it. Let's fucking get paid. Let's just fucking do it. So that's Venus and Capricorn people. These guys are really good at like I said, they're good at like orchestrating a plan to help you do things. Like if you need help and if you are a lost sheep, a lost chicken, and you don't know what the fuck to do with your life in terms of like how to plan out your life accordingly, a Venus and Capricorn person has your back and they will know what links to send you to apply to. They'll know a person you should go hit up on Instagram to talk to. They'll know, I don't know, they'll just know how to help you somehow, especially if they care about you, you know. But if they don't care about you, obviously the dark sides to this is like they might use you for whatever they have going on and then make you feel like, yeah, no, I got you, but they don't got you, you know. Dark sides to this is that they may be overly bossy in relationships, you know, where they like, it's kind of like Leo. I feel like Capricorns and Leos have a lot in common, actually. But they may just want to boss you around and tell you what to do in relationships, who not to speak to. Like, they may be the ones who want to, like, initiate the sex in bed, and then if you don't perform how they want you to, then they might completely disrespect you. You know, Capricorn females I know can be very ruthless. They can be very sweet, but they can be very ruthless and like just treating you like you're nothing at all. Especially the Capricorn men too, especially if they're insecure. If you're dealing with an insecure Capricorn Venus, then they are probably more prone to also liking being sad, especially if they have like Scorpio placements. If they have a Scorpio moon sextiling their Venus and Capricorn, then they may enjoy being sad and like having sad sex and like just self-deprecating shit, you know. Or if they have a Scorpio sun too. Not to say that this is everybody, but from my own observations too, I feel like this is someone that won't mind being in a like sadomasochistic relationship or being in a toxic relationship somehow, you know. Being in a like, what's this, BDS, like submissive dominant type of thing, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be a dark thing if you don't view it that way, but that's just one of the things that I've noticed that you don't mind doing. Also, these are people that are definitely prone to wearing a lot of dark colors. Venus and Capricorn people definitely simple fashion. Obviously, it depends if you have a Leo something, if you have a Libra, Taurus, maybe something, you know, you might brighten up your fashion, but for the most part, these people definitely, they stick to like the darker, simple-ish colors, and by simple, I mean, you know, they don't go for like super bright orange, yellow, reds, you know, greens, blues, you know, I feel like these people that gravitate towards the grays, blacks, browns, purples, beige, nude, maybe some white here and there, gray. I don't know if I say gray, but definitely gray. But yeah, you know, but they're really good for helping you just kind of plan out your life. The only negative side to this is that they may want to boss you around so much, and just boss. They're just fucking bossy as fuck, you know, very, very bossy. And if you don't listen to them, then they do that thing where they make you feel bad. And then they're like, oh my god. Then in their heads, it's like, you are ruining my life plan. And if you're not willing to cooperate, then you have to be kicked out. but not realizing that other people have their own plans for themselves, you know. You know what I'm saying? Those vibes. But yeah guys, that's all for Venus and Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this video. In my next video, I'm going to talk about Venus and Capricorn through the 12 houses. So check that out after you finish watching this. Once again, please go check out my other YouTube channel, Avocado Man, where I do other things, where I'm beginning to do other things, you know. I'm initiating new ways. Also, if you like a birth chart reading from me, just click on my Instagram, Teno Merkaba Astrology, down there, and I will give you a menu of all the different chart readings that I offer. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And once again, thank you so much to all my new subscribers. And yeah, bye.